Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. It has definitely been a crazy week with everything going on. I got to be honest. I've been saying for a while silver and gold prices were going to go higher. I didn't think it would go high this fast. And what I mean by that is why all of a sudden everybody out there is jumping onto silver and gold all at once. Before, well, we always knew it was undervalued. A lot of us have been stacking for a while. We've been telling friends, we've been telling family, you should buy some silver, you should start saving, stacking. And it fell on deaf ears for the longest time. But all of a sudden, everybody wants to be a stacker. More and more people are wanting to get involved. We're seeing crazy price jumps day by day. Going to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that's driving the price of silver even higher and gold. But I'm a little stuck on saying silver a little bit more because we're starting to see silver really kind of double down on gold. And what I mean by that is we're seeing the gains in silver start to be higher than the gains on gold. We're seeing the gold-silver ratio come down. I know some people will say, there's no guarantee of how low it will go or what's going on. And that's true. There's no guarantee that we're going to see 40 to 1 again or 20 to 1 again. But it's my belief that when everybody starts really jumping into silver and they start pushing their cash into silver and gold, that silver is really going to be the one that really trumps and continues to go higher. There's a couple things that might be standing in the way of that, but let something major happen to kind of knock down crypto's a peg, and all of a sudden we're going to see some numbers like we can't even imagine. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're not subscribed, please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you could, hit that thumbs up button because it helps me out more than you know. The thumbs up buttons help play into the algorithm for YouTube, and it puts the video out there to more people. And so it really does help me out. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Is this the beginning? Is the train finally leaving the station? Our ship is about to sail. Let me know what you guys think. And if you're not a member yet and you want to become a member, we are giving this away for our October event. This is the 1987 San Francisco MS69 certified Silver Eagle, a great coin, $250 value. We're going to be giving this out to one lucky member. There's only 8 spots left. So if you're not a member and you'd like to become a member, there's only 8 spots left. The way we do it, we're only going to take 8 more people to have a shot. So good luck, and it's only $1.99 to become a member. You can just click the join button below. If you're on an iPhone, then you do have to go to your web browser and go through YouTube that way. With that being said, let's jump in and get talking. So what's some of the stuff that's going on? So we've been talking about the Brics meeting. A lot of people have been saying, oh, it's just going to be another nothing. Because the last few years, people panicked and people put out, huge statements about how the end of the dollar was near and this and that. And people didn't understand that it takes time to make change. And I think that it's kind of setting in. Some people out there might believe that right now the only reason silver is really going up fast is because of the Brics meeting that's taking place right now. So think about all the leaders are all meeting up. A lot of the leading countries that are involved in Brics, a lot of the people that want to join Brics, they're all meeting up right now, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. So over there, we're winding down our second day, their second day of the meetings, because it's morning for you guys watching this video, but it's nighttime over there now. So their stuff is winding down, and that was the second day. A lot of people wondering what big message is going to come out of the Brics meeting shortly. And I believe it's going to be the introduction of a lot of new countries joining, but some people are saying, no, it's going to be a gold-backed currency, and it's really going to kind of checkmate the United States. And what do I mean by that? Because the U.S., we've been overspending. Our deficit is more than we can ever pay back. people are recognizing it now. Even the United States, I believe, government is starting to see it, but they don't really know what to do. What can they do, really? Originally, people were saying, well, they could buy gold. And I've said that from the get-go, buy gold. If they were buying gold, well, then, they'd have the gold to back essentially the dollars. They just might have to let it go up in price a little bit. But now, if they launch a gold-backed currency with the Brics, think about what that would do if we start buying up gold. If we start buying up gold, it's going to raise the price of gold, and it's going to strengthen their currency. And they could end up being the first one to announce it, because the U.S. is not going to be the first one to announce it. We basically stay in power by printing money and creating huge deficits. And you got to understand that, some people, I brought up another channel the other day. I don't really like bringing up other channels too much, because some people can take it offensive or take it the wrong way, who knows. But I talked the other day about another channel and the changing world orders. And though the guy has not always been right, his prediction on this makes a lot of sense. And what I mean by that is, world powers change every 80 years or so, maybe 100 years. The U.S. has been the dominant world reserve currency, the dominant superpower for a while now. And some people believe that our time is almost up. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that we've spent way more, and hopefully we have done enough good with that money, which I don't think we have, but hopefully we have, to kind of make it to where when we get challenged, we still have the strength. I'm not convinced that the United States is in a position where we can take on everybody. I'm hoping it doesn't even escalate, but you look what's going on now. It's not just in Europe. You've got Koreans going over to Russia now. You've got tensions elevated in the Middle East. You've got tensions now with North Korea and South Korea, tensions with China and Taiwan, and really a lot of places over there, like the Philippines and multiple other places, that they may end up trying to take some of that stuff over. Do I think they're stronger than us? I don't really believe that all these countries one-on-one are stronger than us, but I don't believe that we can be everywhere at once. You guys know I'm retired military, and if you spread out people's troops, you divide them up. There's an old saying, divide and conquer, the art of war. And I feel like that's really what's happening. I mean, look at all the places we're going to have to strengthen up now. We're probably going to have to send stuff to South Korea. We're probably going to have to send troops, more troops and artillery and stuff to Taiwan, more stuff to Ukraine, more stuff to Israel, and all the stuff going on. Now, do I think stuff will escalate over there in the Middle East? I'm a little nervous. Because I kind of think it will. I can't help to wonder if something will happen soon, only because a lot of the high-ups are in Russia right now, meeting for their big Brics meeting as Russia's hosting it. I kind of think something will probably happen before the election, and the election's right around the corner. And here's the thing. I mean, if major escalations break out, there's a strong possibility they may try to put off the election. And that is really scary to me. I'm hoping it don't go down that road, but, nothing has been going well, I think, for the United States lately. A lot of stuff is coming up and causing problems for us, and it seems like it's all hitting at once. Now, moving on to just business-wise, you've got the Brics meeting. You've got a lot of people out of work. These are things that are hurting jobs. The Brics meeting is hurting the dollar, and you're seeing crazy stuff happening. Look what happened today. You had the dollar strengthen, but yet you had gold and silver go up, and not just go up a little bit. Silver was up $1. Did it pull back a little bit? Yes, it did pull back, but it went into the $25 range, which is kind of insane. I'm sorry, correction. I don't edit these out. I do a one take. So $35 range. Someone's about ready to leave me a comment and say, man, say it right. $35 range. And, you know, it's only seems like it's going to keep going up. I'm kind of stuck right now because I was about ready to put a big order in, and I was hoping just for a 50-cent dip, but a huge order. And I told myself, you know, 50 cents, that's the difference of like 50 to $100, depending on which order I decide to put in. I'm hesitant, but I blink and all of a sudden it goes up even higher. I know a lot of people out there are expecting some sort of a pullback, but here's the thing. If anything breaks out in any of these countries where tensions are escalating, that's it. We're going to see silver and gold go up another notch. And so I'm a little bit worried. Are people still going to be buying as the price is continuing to climb? The cheapest stuff I could find today, the absolute cheapest, was $28 an ounce. That's $3.50. That's obviously for sovereign coins. The cheapest I found was like $3 over spot for generic stuff. And I'm kind of stuck in a position right now where I've decided I was going to build all these sets of the legendary warriors. If you've been following my videos for a while, you know I was pretty big into them. And now the price going up, it makes it even harder to continue pushing those sets. But what do you do when you're already sitting on the first 6 of them? You have to keep going. And I'm not just building one set. For those of you, if you've been following the videos, you know I'm not just building one set. I'm building a bunch. So it looks like it's going to start escalating. And I think we're going to continue to see silver and gold go up in price. I think we're going to see more percentage gains on silver than gold. I mean, you look at silver right now, silver's up 45% so far this year. We're only 9 months into the year, and it's up 45%. And granted, a lot of it came in the last week because silver was only $30 on, the 9th? And now here we are, 12 days later maybe, and we've jumped that much. 35. We went from $30.40 to $35. We're continuing to see it escalate. And here's the factor that a lot of people are not considering yet. Once the average American starts realizing what's going on, and it's coming because they just made a new law, or they just made a new rule, I guess you can say, where they're going to remake the whole United States currency. Every bill is going to be remade with new counterfeit technology. They're changing the rule at the end of October. If you have any money that's ripped or damaged, banks aren't going to accept it. You can look that up right now. It blew my mind when I read this because I was like, what? That's like getting a check that's ripped and you can't cash it, and now you're stuck with it? Because that's really what the dollar is. Any fiat currency is an IOU, basically, on services. You know, you don't damage gold. You don't damage silver. I mean, yeah, maybe you could damage one of these coins, but it's still the same thing there. This is always going to be an ounce of silver. So now if they're going to change the rule that if your dollar gets damaged, ripped, they're no longer going to accept it and you're stuck with it, you're just going to eat the bill on it. They said that the counterfeiting is becoming too much of a problem, and therefore, if any bills come in damaged, they're just not going to do anything about it. They're not going to accept them. You can look that article up. If I can, I'll put the link below, and that way you guys can check it out. So things are really starting to escalate, and you know they're trying to point the finger somewhere else. I'm not going to lie. Counterfeiting is probably a problem. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that are counterfeiting money. However, there's a lot of people that are trying to counterfeit silver. But there's really, I mean, you can counterfeit it, but there's really no way to counterfeit it properly. Because if you know what you're looking at, you know it's silver. You know, if you really know, you take the average person out there that's a stacker, maybe they won't know. But if you take it to a dealer, someone that's been doing this for a while, you know silver. There's a lot of little things you can do. Even if you don't know nothing about silver, you could do an ice test. You could do a ping test. You can do weight test. You can do caliper checks. I've never done calipers. In fact, I don't even have a set. But basically, the exact dimensions, length, width, thickness, is all specified. And there's no, on a new coin, there's not no, oh, it's been wore down or whatever. That doesn't work like that. You know, the specifications are specific. You can do earth magnet test. You can do, you could do the water test, water displacement test. You could get a sigma. There's a lot of things you can do. You don't have to do them all. Some of them have been beat, so I would say if you're going to do some of them, understand which ones you're choosing and choose a couple different ones. Obviously, ping test and rare earth magnet test are the two most popular for most people, but people do get fooled. You have to really know the sound if you're doing a ping test. Some people won't recognize. I mean, some are obvious if you have a thud, a thump, that it's, if you don't have a ring, then obviously you know it's not silver. Or I'm sorry, if you don't have a ring, then obviously, yeah, you know it's not silver. Silver makes a distinct ping sound. And here's the thing, some stuff like larger stuff, like those bars right there, I mean, there's no telling if there's tungsten in between there. Now, I mean, would they do that on a silver bar? Some people say maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I've never seen a tungsten bar yet. For silver, I've heard of them for gold. Gold gets faked a lot. And you're seeing a lot of issues pop up over in China right now where people are buying it to protect their wealth, and it's basically they're finding out some of their stuff's fake and they're getting devastated. And obviously, when that happens, they're going to be discouraged and maybe not want to get involved in it. But if you take the time and you really learn, or you buy from reputable people, reputable dealers, you'll probably do pretty well. You know, the prices are only going to get higher. I've done a lot of videos. I haven't done one in a little while where I used to pick up 7 ounces of silver for $100. Then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3 a month ago, not even a month ago. And now you ain't touching 3. You will get 2 and you'll have a little money left over. But there's no way you're going to pick up 3 ounces of silver right now for $100 unless you're just extremely lucky. You know, the price is going to continue to go higher and higher. And I think it's important. I've done numerous videos that you're looking for deals. You keep your mind open. I listened to one channel today and they said, I certainly would not want to buy any silver right now. That's what they said. The truth of the matter is, it can keep going higher. This could just be the beginning. Banks, we just had another bank go under. Lindsay Bank of Oklahoma, I think it was. I don't remember the exact name, but it was something along them lines. Another bank just went under, though. You know, banks are in trouble. And what are we going to do next month? Well, chances are we're going to cut interest rates another 0.25%. They've got to do that because banks are in trouble. What's that going to do for inflation? Well, lower interest rates pumps up inflation. That's a fact. I thought we were trying to fight inflation, but we're not, apparently. You know, so some people are saying this recent jump in silver is just people pricing in the rate cut that's going to come next month, the 0.25%. What's going to happen if they don't do a 0.25%? You know, if they decide not to cut interest rates at all, then we could see silver have a nice little pullback. But with everything else going on, I don't think silver's going to pull back. I think it's just about ready to get unleashed. If they decide to cut a 0.5%, we could literally see silver and gold really skyrocket quick. It's kind of hard because I know a lot of people now that are starting to struggle to make ends meet. Prices are getting more expensive at the grocery store. Everything's getting more costly. I've pumped a fair amount of my cash into precious metals. I don't know if I made the right choice. Here I am spending money that I really don't even have right now because I know the money will come in next month. And I say, you know, when the money comes in next month, you know, you'll be poor for another month, but you'll have a little bit of extra ounces when the time comes. Because the time will come where the price is just so high, are you going to want to buy? You know, a lot of people will say, I'm not buying at a certain number. I said it. I ain't going to lie. I said I ain't buying over 20. Them days, I forgot about them days. I said I wasn't going to buy over 25. I said I wasn't going to buy over 30. Now here I am about ready to buy at basically $36, $37 an ounce. And part of me says hold off, but if I hold off, prices are only going to go higher. I mean, everything is signaling higher prices. And that's not even counting if something major happens. The probability of something big happening is maybe not higher, but it is higher by how many events could happen soon. You know, a lot of people just don't think anything can happen. You know, I would be very careful. I'm really curious now to see what big message is going to come out by the end of the week. What are they going to announce at the end of the week? Are they going to announce a new currency? Because here's the thing. If tensions are escalating, look at who's a lot of the tensions. A lot of the tensions are coming up by two teams. Either it's the G8 teams or the Brics teams. And if they decide to roll out the unit, for those of you that don't know, that's probably what the new Brics currency is going to be called, the unit. And it's going to be backed 40% to gold. At least that's that's being speculated right now. If that happens, that's it. We're kind of checkmate. And a lot of people are still not prepared. Who's buying all the silver right now? Where's all the silver going? I think the people that know what's coming down the line are preparing. And I can't say this enough. I hope a lot of you guys have taken the initiative to pick up a little bit. What I'm not seeing right now is the naysayers. And I'm going back and I'm checking comments because some of y'all know I've got the Where's T-Square giveaway going on the side for open to anybody. If you guys saw that video, you know, I've got to go back and count all those comments that people had found me throughout all the videos. So it's going to get interesting. It really is. And I think prices are going to go a whole lot higher. We're going to see what happens. It's going to definitely get crazy. With that being said, probably going to wrap up here. I thank everybody for watching. I'm trying to start cutting the videos a little quicker, but it's hard to get everything out because everything is going on and it's happening faster and faster right now. If you made it this far, take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. I can't stress that enough. If you are not subscribed, please help me out by hitting that subscribe button. Even if you don't agree, I'm open to your comments. I love hearing y'all's comments. Even though I don't see many naysayer comments right now. They're definitely not out. It's hard to argue with $35 silver that silver is not going to go up or it's going to be worthless when you're seeing it. That's why I'm getting a kick out of when I find some of those comments to get to comment back, and then you never hear from the people again. I literally had someone comment to me at the beginning of the month that, your prediction was way off. You said silver was going to jump past $32.50 within the first week of October. Well, it didn't go off on the first week of October. It actually started moving up on October 10th, and it's been doing really good since then. So prices are only going to go higher. And like I said, right now, please, if you want to become a member, only $1.99, great prize. And if you are the winner and you don't like this coin and you want work something out differently, I will work that out with you one-on-one. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. I had someone ask me, can I get one of the Libertads? Do you still have a bunch of them? I do still have a bunch of the certified Libertads. If someone would rather have that, or if someone would rather have some generic ounces, I'll work that out with an individual one-on-one. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody, and have a great day.